Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I want to talk about what my opinion is the fastest way to rank up in Fallout 76. Basically just a West Tek refresher here, but you can get double XP numbers here now. I'll explain as we get into it, let's go. Okay, so it is not double XP right now, and you can see I am getting 4,000 XP a super mutant. Now these numbers up until the last update were not achievable without double XP. Like you were lucky to get about, 24 to 2,500 XP a super mutant. Now, with even less effort, you can get 4,000 XP a super mutant. Now I know that's not exactly double, but these are the numbers you would be getting before the update if we had double XP. So this is a huge deal for anyone that likes to run West Tek. So I'm sure most of you guys know at this point. So like I said, this is just kind of a refresher, and I just wanted to bring it to light that, yeah, you can get tons of XP running West Tek. Now, the way I do this is I heavily rely on unyielding armor, especially with unyielding +2 intelligence on it. Other than that, you can kind of put what you want on it, but this is to greatly increase your intelligence and your charisma at this point. Now, like I said, you don't need all the buffs as you need it before, and it's weird because you get almost double the amount of XP now. I'm going to show you all the buffs that I use as well, including with the unyielding armor, but I just wanted to mention this first because I feel like this is the starting of a great foundation to running West Tek, and going low health, of course. That's the point of the unyielding armor, as it will buff your stats. Like, you'll have tons of intelligence with this build and enough charisma to make the inspirational perk work as well as it does. And it has been buffed as well, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm going to get into, but let's just show the build that I'm using. Of course, you don't have to use this build and throw grenades at West Tek, but if you want similar results to I have in the video, then this is what I'm using right here. And this is for throwing grenades. Again, you don't have to throw grenades at West Tek, but it is the fastest way to clear out West Tek, probably. So again, it's the fastest way to rank up in 2025, right? And yes, the inspirational perk card now is giving tons of XP. Before, I think it capped at 15%. You can get this guy up to 25% now. If you're running West Tek, I only found I had to get it to 23%. It kind of just went there naturally with all my buffs and mutations, which I use Adrenal, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Healing Factor, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, and Speed Demon. Now, of course, Egghead's probably the most important for this if you want to have, so you can have a higher intelligence. And if you didn't know, the more intelligence you have, the more XP you'll get per kill. Also, I'm using a fixer here. I want to just point out that I put the +3 intelligence as the 3rd star for that little bit more of XP. I find a quad was just fine. And use an instigating weapon. I like the branding iron. It is just great for throwing grenades. And you want it instigating because it will make the grenades do more damage. And you can see I put the +3 intelligence on there as well for the 3rd star, so you can modify the branding iron. So I just recommend it. You're going to see me using it in the video. And for XP buffs that I do use the Mothman Tome. Of course, you can give Leo a Cola, or you can get Scarberry to give you a Mothman Blessing. Same thing. Well rested. Of course, you want to join a casual team with as many people as you can on it. And this is all you have to do now. Like I said, it's a lot less effort than it was before. It's still a bit of an effort, but it's a lot less. And of course, Cranberry Relish and Brain Bombs if you're a herbivore like me. Of course, if you're a carnivore, then you would use Broiled Scorched Beast Brain and Tasty Squirrel Stew. Also, not using a leader bobblehead for this. You do not need it. I use an explosive bobblehead, so it's just, killing more super mutants with my grenade tosses. Berry Mentats as well I'm using in the video. You might be able to get away without using those, but I use them. I find it's easier to help me find the super mutants. And yes, I just wanted to show again that I do use the explosive bobblehead and lunchboxes. I forgot to point out the lunchboxes. Of course, we're going to be using lunchboxes. And again, I would just do all the buffs that you can and go into West Tek and get level 100 super mutants, which I'm going to explain as well, and just see how much XP you get. It's going to be a lot more than you used to get. I can guarantee it. And yes, once you have all these buffs going, you're ready to run in here and get tons of XP. You can see how much XP I'm getting from throwing grenades. Now, once you've cleared out all of West Tek, which I'm going to give you guys a refresher on how I do it as well, I just want to say, when you are resetting the super mutants, I do come downstairs in the elevator here. You can use another account to just basically keep switching the interiors, which I will link a video explaining that. But if you're just solo, this is probably the way you want to do it. And you do have to complete the secrets of West Tek in order to reset them. I will link that video in the description as well. And once you're done clearing out downstairs, or just basically waiting down there for 50 seconds to a minute, it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. You're clearing out West Tek, and you're getting tons of XP. 4,000 a super mutant, ladies and gentlemen. And I just wanted to point out again, you do not need to be throwing grenades. This will grant you tons of XP if you decided to run around with an auto axe like I am right now. Conserve ammo, you don't need grenades. Like I said, this is all a work in progress. Just hop into West Tek and see how much XP you're getting, and slowly try to refine that and make that better if you have to. This game is a game of inches. It really is. Little bit by little bit, you know, you're going to get more XP. It's just going to take some practice. Now, I just want to show, this is how I clear out West Tek. This is the route I take. I showed you the weapons that I'm using. I like to clear out these enemies over here. Of course, you should be using berry mentats. I want to point out as well, the XP numbers are not great right now because I didn't really have buffs going. This is just so I can show you where to throw the grenades and how I do it. So basically, go this way, clear out those super mutants. I like to throw the first grenade here. You do not need to throw two if you have that explosive bobblehead going. I want to point that out as well. I know you guys saw me throwing two. This way you're not going to have to. This one is a tricky one to me. I threw it in there far, I throw it in there close. I get mixed results. Honestly, just throw it wherever you can. I just lob it in there as fast as I can. And for the last door, if you're throwing grenades, again, I try to hit the door frame here if I can. And if not, if you can get the little ball at the bottom here to disappear, you know the grenade's going to go through that hole, and then you can actually run in there if you want and be ready to go down the elevator just in case that door closes. You know what I mean? Just make it a little bit quicker. And yes, I just want to say, I totally agree with you. Raids are probably way better, fun-wise anyway, for ranking up. You are not going to do raids and get more XP than you will running West Tek, unless you are fighting the snake over and over again. I don't really know how you do that. I'm pretty sure it involves 2 accounts. I wouldn't consider that the fastest way, you know, solo at least. But yes, I know, you know, running the snake over and over again is insane. But yes, I would still say this is the best way solo to run West Tek over and over again for XP. Yes, and why would you want a lot of XP as well, too? Even if you are a high level, I just want to point out it is great for clearing out the scoreboard. I beat the scoreboard in about 6 or 7 hours gameplay. It'll get you to level 100, but just keep in mind it won't get you to level 150. Make sure you're doing your dailies and weeklies to get there. Yes, everybody. Again, I know this is kind of just like a refresher, but I just wanted to point out, like, those numbers in West Tek are better now than ever. And just give it a try if you haven't. I know it's tedious, guys. It's not for everybody. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I hear you barking, big dog, but this is the video for people that like to run West Tek. So just throwing that out there. Wanted to bring this to light. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a pleasant evening.